Okay. Yeah, alright. Yeah, okay. So, level 68, the first of many. Alphanaud hopes that you are ready to rejoin the main host. Shall we continue on further still? I trust you are well rested and refreshed, yes? Then let us return to the front. The greater part of the Alliance forces should have advanced into the peaks by now, but I expect we will pass many of our comrades on the road east. There's a checkpoint along the way, as I recall, but we will need only to identify ourselves to the soldiers in order to pass. Okay. Okay, I guess we're going to the peaks. How do I get up to that bridge up here? You just wait and figure that out later. We'll just go where we need to go. Yeah, we'll just continue on. I just want to jump down because it's quicker, but if I jump down and those guys hit me, I'm dead. Yeah. Whee! Don't hit me. I should have enough health by now. Great return to the waking sands. Keep running into stuff. It's hard to keep track of all of this sometimes. Gotta give me a little bit of a break here. Still very new to this. Scions, a pleasure to have you with us again. You'll be happy to hear we've taken Alighieri and have already begun fortifying it as our new base of operations in the peaks. Give a shout to the lads as you pass, eh? This is the other area of the peaks we haven't been to.
I remember how they laughed. Alliance and Resistance soldiers, eager for battle, trading jokes as we marched east towards the peaks. Beyond this last line of defenses lay the locks and the city. Breaching it would be no small feat. But we beat the Imperials back, just like that. And we liberated a village, the first of many.
Liberation.
All right. As you can see, this part of the peaks is much higher than the northern reaches, hence why the Imperials built Specula Imperatoris where they did. See those three towers to the east? That's her. Sits right on the edge of a cliff. So attacking from the north is a fool's errand. From the south, on the other hand, she's no different from any other Imperial installation. You see now why Veladina was so important, eh? Right then, come along. They're waiting for us in Alighieri. Yeah, so this is the area we haven't been to yet. Well, we hadn't been to a lot of this place, so south we go. Alright, this way. Isui. Pantera. Whoa. My bit rate's dropping. My frame rate. I don't know why my CPU usage is good. No, not on here, on my Streamlabs. Oh look, we're just going to town, so I have to look at it in a second. Could be the weather. I might have to check my connection speed. Looks like it's about to rain. Yeah, it's weird because like my internet like cable is underground. Could be affected by weather. Highway Chipuli. Highway in Chipuli. Yeah, it's at 60 now. It's just like it just keeps dropping once in a while. I don't know. A little laggy on my stream manager too, but that could just be my computer because it runs in the background. Look at that. Here we are, the new base of operations for the Alliance and the Resistance. Ah, there you are. Greetings, General. I see you have been quite busy in our absence. Less than you may imagine. The Imperials fled at our coming, and we took the village without a fight. Well, that's convenient. Your timing is impeccable. We were about to discuss our strategy to seize Specula Imperatoris. Though we are fresh from the road, we should be glad to attend. Good. Take a moment to gather yourselves and join us when you are ready. I think it's raining. A little bit. Level 68, strong and unified. Naga would rather not keep General Alden and the others waiting. Oh, you heard the Flame General. Looks like we've got a meeting to attend. Attune to this ether right while we're here. Attune. Nice new table, just like the old one. Is this voiced? Is that everyone? Then let us begin. Alighieri is ours, and for a mercy we took it without losing a single man, but we dare not grow complacent. Specula Imperatoris will not be so easily won. If I may, General, should we not pause to consider the Imperial's motivations? For Xenos to surrender a fortified settlement of strategic importance without so much as firing a shot is inexplicable. We searched the village and found no traps or other signs of sabotage. Suspicious though it may be, I will not refuse this gift from our enemy. The path to Alamigo is through the east, through Specula Imperatoris and Castrum of Banya. Bears repeating, however, that the latter is home to a massive cannon with unparalleled range and destructive power. Which means that we will need to strike Specula Imperatoris quickly, both to limit their ability to locate our forces in the field, and to utilize the installation as a shield against attack, as they would doubtless not risk damaging the towers. I see, then we have no choice but to accept that what we have been given. That's the way of it. I've no doubt that Xenos has got something planned, but we'll just have to deal with it when the time comes. To the assault, then. The main host will commence a direct assault on Specula Imperatoris. During this time, I will hold the Scions in reserve at Alighieri to deal with any Imperial forces that may be dispatched in response. Understood. Wait a minute, we should be fighting with you in the Resistance. I understand you don't want to rely too much on Zilli after what she's been through, but at least let the rest of us do our part. If she wants to fight, I say let her fight. Don't do anything too reckless, alright? Yeah, if she wants to fight, say let her fight. Thanks, I knew you would understand. Mayhap it would be best if I accompanied you. Alizé can stay with Zilli. Oh, go if you must. The two of us can take care of ourselves. You have your orders. Dismissed. Dismissed? Alright. My orders would just stick around. Are they gonna run into trouble and I'm gonna have to go save them? Meanwhile, deep within the Imperial Research Facility. Meanwhile, in the Hall of Justice. Making an experiment on Cryle too. I mean, she has the echo, so.
Oh, my head.
Let us see. So, she lives. Impressive. Or merely lucky, though that too may prove a useful trait.
My lord, what have you done to me?
Though we Garleans are intellectually and physiologically superior in almost all respects, we lack the hereditary traits required for the reliable manipulation of ether, hence our unique inability to wield magics. This deficiency, for want of a better word, saw us subjected to decades of oppression by the lesser races, and we were eventually driven to seek shelter in the cold northern reaches of Ilsabard. Fortunately, said region was replete with vast deposits of ceruleum, which proved instrumental in the development of Magitech, a revolutionary technology conceived to compensate for our disadvantage. It was with Magitech that we grew strong, that our nation became an empire. Yet, ultimately, this was an extrinsic solution to an intrinsic problem. What I wanted was not a crude device to be used in lieu of magic. Through modification of the Garlean genome, I argued that it might be possible to enhance a subject's ability to manipulate ether, effectively empowering them to wield magics. Alas, my theories were met with consternation in the Imperial Court. Only Lord Xenos, with commendable foresight and wisdom, deigned to support my research.
You gave me this treatment, but I'm not Garlean.
Alamegan, through and through. What you have been granted is far greater than mere magic. Before that lesser light, it is as a second sun.
I am informed that Alagiri was recently occupied by the Resistance, and that an attack on Specular Imperatoris is considered imminent. This could provide an ideal opportunity to test her performance in the field.
Your skulls, was it? They have joined the garrison at the Watchtower?
Yes, my lord. By your leave, I would rendezvous with them and lead a counterattack against the insurgents.
No. Even were you to leave now, you would not arrive in time. There is another duty I would entrust to you.
Ingrid.
Found you.
Oh yeah, he was looking for Cryo, wasn't he? That makes sense. So full of fire and eager, weren't they? Well, I wouldn't worry too much. They're strong and they have each other. At least he spared me the trouble of having to speak up. I wasn't about to let Lise go alone. I don't think it matters. We'll just be getting tombstone gear for most everything. Level 68. Hell's open. Alizé is ready to depart Alighieri when you are. We have a fair bit of ground to cover, so we should split up. If you come across any Imperial soldiers, you know what to do. Oh, and so you know, I sent word to Ehrenwald's squadron. They are already searching other nearby areas, so we have allies in the event we encounter anything beyond our means. I'm supposed to go search some areas. Just for the Imperials. We'll go to the furthest one first, huh? Circle back around. It doesn't matter. It may send us elsewhere. So far, so good. I'd like to finish today. But I don't know how long that's going to take, so... No, that'd be quite a bit we'd have to do before Eureka. I would think, anyways. That's one. I'm just securing the perimeter, I think, right? If we hit 71, we might just switch to monks. So I don't know yet. Go grab that ether current real quick. Imperial Slasher. Okay, now we gotta go further north. I mean, I said they might send us north. Let's see. Give me a moment. Say that again if you would? No, maintain your distance for now. Understood. Keep me apprised of any developments. That was Ehrenwald, the pair that was spying on us in the fringes. Has followed us here. Okay. What about you? Any trouble? Yeah, I had to kill some things. That's the way it works. And there was thinking we might be due for some peace and quiet. Glad to hear you dealt with them. I hope the assault on Specula Imperatoris is going well. Oh my god, I just had Praetorian flashbacks. Music hit, and I was like, oh no. Not again.
Whoa! You've improved, lad.
Come now, father. You lured the fool onto my blade, and do not try to deny it.
Our work here is all but done. What of Conrad and his men?
They are for the main tower. The skulls have offered fierce resistance thus far, but Conrad seems to believe he can convince them to lay down their arms.
Then we will tend to the stragglers down below. With me!
Whom do you fight?
Report.
Enemy forces have overrun the lower facilities and appear to be mounting an assault on the main tower. We have already received a request for reinforcements. A unit of legionaries has been mustered and is ready to depart. They await your orders, Commander.
Stand down.
Commander?
Tell them to stand down.
Commander, if I may, our people, your people are still in there. They will be slaughtered.
You think I don't know that? I want nothing more than to help. To lead the bloody charge. But I have my orders. Lord Zeno said no reinforcements. He would have us use the main cannon to destroy the installation.
What? Kill our own soldiers? You must be mistaken.
Mayhap you'd like to ask Lord Zenos yourself.
Yeah.
I thought not. Initiate the firing sequence. Wars are won on the backs of the dead. Theirs and ours. There is no truth but this. We must remain firm and resolute and always, always do our duty. Now, give the order.
They can blow up the whole facility and just kill everybody. Yeah, that's a smart move. You
Initiate
don't
firing
actually care
sequence.
about people anyway.
Aye, aye. Initiating firing sequence. Release safety locks. Deploy main cannon.
Yeah, you get rid of the whole resistance too. Their main force anyway. Yeah. Oh, it's cruel, definitely, but hey, they're not the good guys.
Hamlet. For us. For our people. For our future.
I need you to confirm the target, Commander.
Specula Imperatoris, main tower. Fire when ready.
You having your own echo? destroy our own stuff expansion. Like, Doma. It's like,
What in the seven hells?
Long-range artillery.
Those treacherous bastards. Their people were still fighting. Full retreat! Now! Relay the orders!
yeah.
Understood. All forces retreat! I repeat, all forces retreat!
Scramble. Expected a bit more oomph from the cannon. By the 12, did you see that? The main tower just collapsed. You heard it too, didn't you? It must have been the cannon at Castrum Mabania. But that was an Imperial installation and their troops were still... Damn it, no one's responding. I don't know if the shell is being jammed or... We have to go right now. They need our help. The fear in Alizé's eyes is unlike anything you have ever seen before. Level 68, Heavens Weep. This way, there's no time to lose. Explosion. It's worse than it looks. He probably wasn't even... Pull yourself together. The gate. This is our way inside. We need to find my brother. Right now. The locks on the massive gate appear to have been disabled. You need only prise them open to pass through. Yeah. Like an instance area. It's still like on the map. Railbahn. I'm glad you're here. In case it isn't obvious, the Imperials fired on us, on Specula Emperor Thoris. I didn't think they had it in them to kill their own men just to kill us. Gods damn them all. Where's my brother? Tell me, where is he? I want to see him. He was in the tower when it was struck, but that need not mean anything. Our forces are still evacuating and many remain unaccounted for. Alizé, listen. There are soldiers wounded and dying all around us. Soldiers with families just like you and me. They need our help. Do you understand? He's right. I'll take the north, you take the east. Okay, then we go help some soldiers. Oh yeah, we don't have a... We can't fly yet. Surrender aid. Thank you, I think I can manage on my own. No, the Guardian didn't make it. For a moment there, I thought I was bound for Thal's Great Hall. You gods, what were the Imperials thinking? Just give me a moment to let the world stop spinning, would you? There, Alighieri's not far. I'll make it. Yeah, they gave us a coat, didn't they? This is 279. 285, I don't know. There's a big enough difference to bother. Sell it. What does it look like? That's not bad. That actually looks decent. Not great either, but... Oh, there we go. Wounded Temple Knight. Everything hurts. I think I was struck by debris from the tower. Wait, I know you. Zulazate, ward of House Forton. We fought together on the steps of faith. You saved my life back then, and now... I can walk. Thank you. 1,000 times. Thank you. Conrad, can you hear me? Nago, put him down over there. Conrad not gonna make it. But he in the tower? I think they said he was in the tower, right? Yous are gonna die?
Conrad! Conrad, speak to me!
It was all so sudden. Conrad had just convinced the last few skulls to surrender when we heard the bang and everything started to shake. We carried the survivors to safety, but Conrad's... We have done what we can for him. All that remains is to pray.
Conrad?
Is that you, Lise? I can't see a damn thing. Well, that's that then. Time's up.
What are you talking about? You'll be on your feet before you know it.
It's all right, Lise. I've lived long enough. But listen, I want you to lead the resistance in my stead.
Don't say another word. You'll recover. We'll recover. We'll bring freedom to Alamigo together. We're not going to stop here.
No, you won't. Everything we've built, everyone we've brought together, I know you'll show them the way. You've got it in you, Lise. Not because you're Curtis's daughter or Ida's sister, but because you're you. Because you're you.
Conrad.
Lead them to victory. To freedom.
Freedom.
I will, Conrad. I will. I promise.
Meanwhile, in the chaos of Castor Mabania,
Next round, double the charge.
Dinian.
Come, Nidhogg. We are needed.
Man.
That's the cerulean pipeline!
You find one of the eyes and merge it with a spear.
Impossible! How can one man... Shoot the bastard! Shoot him!
And he was looking in that hole.
My lance has slain far greater beasts. You're welcome, boy.
Notify all units! I want that intruder found! And get the engineers to fix my bloody cannon!
Well, you can't use a cannon anymore, I
The
guess.
savages are coming!
We could have killed them. We could have walked away. But instead we tried to convince them to lay down their arms. We tried to seek a peaceful resolution. We showed them mercy, and this was their response. Fire and blood. This was their answer. Such crimes cannot go unpunished. They must not. God's is my witness. There will be a reckoning. Heavens weep. Level 68, the road home. Slowly but surely, Alphinaud is regaining his composure. Forgive me, now is not the time for vows of vengeance. We must remain calm and rational and in control. The Imperials have demonstrated a willingness to fire on their own. So long as we remain here, we are in danger. Yeah, definitely. We three will see to Commander Kemp's body, find my sister, and return to Alighieri. Yeah, well, they don't know the cannon's disabled. Like, they shot at their own base and killed their own people. Like, you should suspect another volley's incoming at some point. I really just run around this whole thing. Hey, you know? There, that should suffice for now. Go on and join the others. Tell me you found Alphinaud. Tell me he's alright. He's fine. Oh, thank the 12. I don't know what I would have done. They're saying that. What will the Resistance do without Commander Kemp? Sorry, not here, not now. We should return to Alighieri. Keep an eye out for any wounded who need our help along the way. We'll get a snack. Yeah, we're gonna take a break in a moment. Gotta go check and see if I have any packages. I'm expecting something. It wasn't long ago I was trying to kill you and yours. I half expected you were about to slit my throat. The hell's with this? I should be back home in Ilsabar instead of taking fire from my so-called comrades. And when somebody shoots at you, it really makes you question their loyalty. Thanks, friend. Bloody tourniquet came loose and I was having trouble getting it back on. I should be fine the rest of the way. I don't want to overlook anybody. There's a whole lot of area here. Oh, they're all along the road. Oh, bless you, kind. Wait, is that you? I didn't recognize you at first. Been feeling a bit dizzy. Must have lost a lot of blood. I can keep going. I can keep going. Alighieri. Get tuned to this, right? Seem odd if we had not. Yeah, we'll just complete this one and we'll take a quick break. Zilly, we have given over Commander Kemp's remains for safekeeping. Later, I have no idea when, rites must need be performed. For now, however, we must carry on. We must press forward. We must not give in to despair. Level 68, for the living and the dead. The question of how to move forward in Conrad's absence looms large in Alpha Node's mind. All Alliance and Resistance units have now withdrawn from Specula Imperatoris. It is time we spoke with General Alden. Brauban. These deaths weigh heavy on my soul, Commander Kemp's most of all. He was a wise leader, he was a patriot, but above all else he was a good man who will be sorely missed. One of many lost this day. I ask for a moment's silence to pray for the souls of the departed. We have suffered a grievous defeat, but we cannot and will not renounce this cause. The die has been cast. Hold tight to this grief, this anger, and let it drive you forward. Let it be your strength and your shield when next you face your enemy. It will carry us far, General, of that I have no doubt. Here we take another step towards El Amigo. However, we must first address the question of how to deal with Castro Mabana's cannon. The Imperials are willing to employ the weapon without thought for their own soldiers' safety. We may struggle to approach them. Frontal assault is out of the question. We'd lose countless men before we even reach the walls. Would we recall that the Imperials could have obliterated our forces had they kept firing, but neglected to do so? They had no strategic reason to cease fire, which begs the question, why did they? You suspect they were unable to fire the cannon again, mayhap due to a malfunction? Or one of their officers found his conscience after the first barrage, or a heretofore unknown resistance faction chose that moment to disable it. There are many possibilities, but the fact remains that they stopped when logic dictated they'd continue. Now I just have to go and see for myself if the cannon is still operational. Are you mad? Conrad put you in charge of the Resistance. We can't risk losing another commander so soon. I know how you feel, Nago, I do, but I need you to understand. It wasn't long after Papalimo and I arrived at Rauger's Reach that Conrad first asked me to join the Resistance, and then he kept on asking. Every time I said no, I told myself it was because of the Scions, but even then I knew deep down that it was an excuse, that I was still afraid of following my heart because I couldn't be sure if it was for me or for Ida. And then I met someone on the other side of the world who had struggled with the same worries, and as we traveled and fought together, I saw him grow and become the leader his people needed him to be. And now it's my turn to do the same. There's not a lot of us left. And of the ones that are, many are still wounded. We have to make do with what we've got, and I'm the best qualified. It's as simple as that. But don't worry, Nago, I'll come back, I promise. While I acknowledge Commander Heck's right to carry out this mission, I see no reason why she should do so alone. Zilly, would you go with her? Would have done it even if you hadn't asked, sir. I suppose someone's got to keep her out of harm's way. Then it is settled. We will await your return. Sorry to drag you into this. It may not be the decision Conrad would have made, but I'm not Conrad. I never will be. I don't know what kind of leader he was hoping for, but right now all I can do is be myself. Be myself. Molybdenum. Molybdenum. Lisa's mind is made up. If you don't mind, I'd rather not wait around and have people try to talk me out of it. Let's get moving. I know a good vantage point overlooking the castrum. Njernkrup's Hope. The ship stranded on the rocks to the east of here. It shouldn't take us long to get there. Oh, but there might be some ancient golems guarding it. Or that might just be an old wives' tale. Either way, it's worth the risk. Please, Commander, I pray you proceed with all due caution. Do not hesitate to call upon us if needed. To reach the ship, we'll have to scale the cliff face. I'll get some climbing gear and meet you there, alright? We learn rock climbing? Looks like right here. Okay. Is there an exit on this side? Doesn't appear so. Nope. One way in, one way out, it looks like. Big grasshoppers. Young Crep's Keep. Crep. Hope. Young Crep's Hope. Okay, yeah, but like, yeah. I don't think I have to learn that one. Sorry to keep you waiting. I see you've met the golems. Looks like the old stories were true, eh? In a way, I'm glad. Right then, time to climb. Ooh, that took a bit more out of me than I expected. And here she is, Njernkrup's Hope. The ark that one man made to save countless others from the flood during the Sixth Umbral era. Okay? Comforting to think that there have always been people who cared this much about their fellow man, who accomplished such great feats that people couldn't help thinking they must be made up, but the proof's right here, isn't it? I don't mean the ship, you know, I mean you. Long before anyone started calling you a hero, you were there for those in need. You did things for people when you didn't have to, sometimes even when they didn't want you to. Like, it can't have been easy staying true to yourself, but we're all better for it, me included. I'll never be a leader like Conrad, or Ian, or my father. I can be a friend to you all, and I can fight by your side. I can be me, and that'll just have to be enough, eh? Strange to think back on it. If we'd been standing in different places, or if the shell had struck the tower differently, it would have been me instead of Conrad, or maybe both of us. What kind of monster murders their own? Oh, is that smoke from Castrum Obania? Wait, it's coming from the cannon. I can't tell what happened from here, but I can tell that it won't be giving us any trouble in the immediate future. This is our chance, Zilly, to avenge Conrad and all others who died in the tower, friend and foe. To take Castrum Obania and bring the bastards who gave the order to fire to justice. It won't be easy after the losses we took, but I know everyone's champing at the bit to strike back. With the right plan, I'm certain we can do it. Yeah. We have to tell the others. Come on. Easier down than up, eh? Though not necessarily safer. Anyway, no time to rest. We need to convince the others to strike now before the Imperials have time to fix their cannon. Alright. Level 68 we need. Doesn't matter. Oh, we are running out of inventory space. Look at that. And that's taking all the space up. Like, useless stuff. Okay. Level 68, the path forward. Beast is not willing to let this opportunity pass you by. There's no time to lose, Zilly. General Alden needs to know what we saw. I think we're making good progress. You are returned. I only hope you bring good news. We scaled the cliffs of Jungkrep's Hope and spied smoke rising from Castrum Obania's main cannon. I think Marshal Terrapin's right. They didn't fire again because they couldn't. The cannon seems to have been disabled somehow. And we must attack Castrum Obania at once. It could still be a trick, but if it isn't, we may not get a better opportunity. Bluntly, General, if it is a trick, it is utterly baffling stratagem. Had the Imperials wished to wipe us out, they could simply have kept firing. Yeah, no doubt. Be that as it may, we need not risk everything to seize it. I say we dispatch a small contingent to infiltrate the castrum and secure control of the weapon. I sense a dungeon coming. If the enemy is preoccupied with repairs, we may be able to take them unawares. If, on the other hand, it is indeed a trick, our token force will prove an elusive target. We will at least know the cannon is operational. Either way, it seems well worth the risk, but how are we to infiltrate the castrum? In anticipation of a day such as this, men and women under my command have labored long to cultivate a network of informants throughout Girobania, including Radiata. Radiata is home to many who hold menial positions at Castrum Obania and other nearby installations. With the aid of our allies there, I believe we can secure a route into the fortress. The Resistance will handle this. You may have recruited these informants, but they'll be just as happy working with fellow Alamegans, and at the end of the day, it's our land, our responsibility. Let us do right by Conrad. I should be glad to accompany our General, as would Alizé and Zilly, I am sure. Well then, if you are all in agreement, I see no reason to refuse you. We will make ready to march on Castrum Obania. Go and may Ralgar watch over you and keep you. My apologies for speaking on your behalf. It would seem my sister's forthright manner is rubbing off on me. I confess, my decision to volunteer was not wholly motivated motive by concern for Lise, nor less Alamigo. Castramabania is the largest Imperial facility in the Peaks, you see, and so the likelihood that Kryl is being held captive there is quite high. Dealing with that cannon remains our main objective, of course, but if there is even a chance that Kryl might be rescued in the process, I would never forgive myself if I did not take it. Just in case we use Samurai. Probably running out of room in our armory chest, too. The tired hands we toil. Alpha Naud is ready to lead the way to Radiata. So to review, we are to travel to Radiata, where we will meet with a contact recruited by Marshal Tarapin's agents. I took the liberty of reviewing intelligence reports while Zilly and Lise were away, so the settlement is not wholly unfamiliar to me. As the Vice Marshal indicated, the vast majority of the populace is employed as menial labor in either Specula Imperatoris or Castramabania. Perhaps as a result of this, the Resistance has long struggled to make inroads there. Aye, you have the right of it. They got a better deal than most Alamegans, feeding off what scraps the Imperials gave them. Damned if I know how Marshal Terrapin's agents got one of them to turn his coat. I understand your disdain, I do. But I also understand their desire to look after their families by any means necessary. Our contact is a Rogadan woman. She will ask us a question. After we answer with courage, she will know us as friends. Courage, right. Put together a squadron, Naga. We'll need them soon. And with me, my friends, and be ready for anything. Okay, where the hell are we going? Up here? Okay. So slow. Good blade. Mud stud. Like mood sued. Mud stud. White rock. Trying to avoid unnecessary confrontation. This slows us down. See, what did I tell you? Let us continue on to Specula Imperatoris. Gate Guardian, do you wish to enter? Yes. Yes, I do. Destination. Oh, did my Chocobo disappear? His time must have ran out. Yeah. True Griffin. Those all those fake ones, huh? Of course there were soldiers still lurking about. Fortunately they were no match for Lise. Come, Radiata is not much further. Of course, in light of our recent encounter, it would be prudent to proceed with caution and remain vigilant for Imperial forces. Another bite up here, door. Imperial Hexadrone. You're a big boy, huh? Like the thing from Total Recall. Circle of Death. Some names are better than others. Where are we going? Okay. Gonna like inch our way forward. Mount Yorn. I'm Yorn. Camel. Looks like it's safe to enter. I don't see any Imperials. I don't see smoke above Kashimabanya anymore. Do you think they fixed the cannon already? Yes, we could go with a stronger weapon. I want to go to... It's not much stronger. We might as well. More damage. More damage is better. Alright, well, we'll... Now we have to change stuff then. I'm not, So I don't have my thing here. I'll have to go back to do that. But wait till we open the door. Alphinaud said we were looking for a Rogadin woman, right? And that we should answer her question with courage. I suppose we'll just have to strike up a conversation with every one of them until we find our contact. Let me know if you find her and I'll do the same. Joffrey. Keeping Doe. Ain't seen you around before. It takes a certain kind of woman to walk into a place like this uninvited. I will go whither the wild rose blooms, one with courage, I suppose. Times are tough, but so am I. Courage, you say? Well, that's in short supply these days. Better to keep your head down and go along to survive. Call me a coward too, if you like, because I'll not speak on it more, at least not here. Outside Radiata, behind those barricades over yonder, on the other hand. I guess that was her. Hey, was that who I think it was? It's a trap. Well, that's a relief, or a trap. Either way, I'll find Alphinaud and Alizé. We'll meet you there. Young Hellsguard. Not followed, were you? Good. That all of you, is it? Let's get into it then. Name yourselves. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, friends of Marshal Tarpon. Name's Stark Woad. Rest of you know, or we wouldn't be here. This is about Specula Imperatoris in the canon, isn't it? Just so, can you tell us what happened? I overheard soldiers talking while working in the mess. The cerulean pipeline fueling cannon was destroyed by an unidentified male insurgent, they said. One man single-handedly disabled the cannon? That beggars belief. Nevertheless, that's what they said. It took a while, but they finally put the fires out, and the engineers have been working day and night to repair it. Wish I could tell you more, but the incident had everyone jumping at shadows and afraid to say much more. To make matters worse, Alamega and help have been sent home indefinitely. So the cannon could already be fully operational. We need to sneak inside Castro Mabania to ensure the cannon is no longer a threat to our troops. Can you help us? Aye, that much I can do. I pieced together a map of the interior over the years, and I know for a fact that there are multiple points of entry. Impressive, but if we split into several groups, it may improve our odds of reaching the fire control center. You may be few in number, but I have faith that we can see this through. The courage endures. No, I don't guess it. Does it?